Hello and what is up, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another devlog. Today I once again want to share my progress made on the 3D Endless Runner in Unity in the last week or so. First, let's take a quick look on the current state of the game before I started working on it. As you see here, we have the basic core functions of an Endless Runner ready, and in the last episode we also added some enemies with a very basic AI. If you want to stay up to date, please consider subscribing. I release devlogs on a regular basis, and I will also hook you up with some in-depth tutorials on what I learned on my journey. Please also leave me a like if you like this video. At the end of this video I will also share with you a complete before and after comparison so that you can easily see the progress I made this week. This week I wanted to slow down for a moment and start optimizing a lot of the existing content, such as the UI, the prefabs like houses and obstacles and so on. I also switched to the latest Unity 2019 LTS version, which took quite some time, but I think it's great that the 2019 LTS is out now. This will add a lot of stability as well as consistency to the development process. After the version switch was completed, I started working on the existing prefabs and started optimizing to add a little bit of life to the game. I also added a lot of new prefabs for our obstacles as well as for our side content like the houses we spawn. This will add a lot of variety and also make the game feel more natural because it will reduce the doubles you see in the game. I will keep adding more prefabs until I reach at least around 30 for houses and obstacles. Of course we will add different levels as well, and for each I will have to create different prefabs, but I will also reuse some of the existing ones depending if it fits the theme. Alright, now let's have a quick look at our game and how our changes turned out. As you see, we have a lot more variety, and I also feel like the game feels much better overall due to the optimization of the old prefabs. Next up, I wanted to improve our very basic UI to make it a little bit more appealing. So I started playing around with the font a little bit. I've chosen another font type and I also added a little bit of shadow to it. My goal here is that it fits our overall comic style of the game pretty well. I also created a coin icon in Photoshop and added it to our UI. I also thought about what other stuff we need to display. I want to keep the UI very basic and not distract the player too much, but other than the distance and the coins collected, I don't think we need other stuff, at least for now. If you have any ideas on what we will need to display in addition, please let me know in the comments. This is how our game looks with the improved UI. I think it looks much better in my opinion. If you have any ideas or tips, again, please let me know in the comments. I will gladly implement them if I like them. Last but not least, I invested a little bit of work in the optimization of our player values for speed, jump height, gravity and so on to make it feel more appealing to play. With the character controller used, this was pretty easy to adjust. Later we will have some sort of a progression system as well to enable the player to tweak different stats, but for now I guess it feels much better and we are done for this week's implementation right now. So now again I want to share with you a quick before and after comparison to see the progress I made, and we start with taking a look at the version of last week. As you see, it's already pretty solid and we have all the core gameplay elements of our Endless Runner ready. And now let's take a look at the current version of the game. We have improved the variety of prefab spawn to reduce doubles and to make the game feel much more alive. I also changed the UI to make the game much more appealing and fitting to the overall comic style of the game. And last but not least, I tweaked some variables like the movement speed, jump height, gravity and so on to make the game feel much more natural and fun to play. Overall, I'm pretty happy with the progress we made, but there's still quite a road ahead of us. Next up, we will add some death animation and also will improve the enemy AI a little bit. Also, I think it's time to work on the progression system. I'm looking forward to further improve the game and watch it become more and more of a real game. If you guys enjoyed today's episode, please drop a like and also consider subscribing to stay up to date and not miss any devlogs in the future. I also plan to create some in-depth tutorials to some topics of your choice, so if you'd like to learn more about a specific subject, please leave me a comment to let me know. Also, if you have any tips or feedback regarding to my game or my videos, I highly appreciate your opinion and I will gladly implement your changes if I like them. So that's it for today's episode. See you in the next videos. Take care and stay healthy. Bye bye.